let's turn that off and let's get on with this game, because this is some fun stuff. Let's see, hang on. Oh god, my cable's all tied up around my legs. I thought I was being dragged down to the horrors of the deep then. What the hell has gone wrong with this cable? Hang on. Somehow it's turned itself into a weird knot. What the F? Okay, while I'm untangling this, let me recap what happened. So, we're a detective. We've come to this town in somewhere in Massachusetts that has started to sink. A flood came and weird creatures came with it, and people are like, you know, oh, there's dark, evil things down in the water. Don't go down there. But somebody didn't listen to them, because this big old dude called Mr. Throgmorton sent his son and some scientists, some geologists actually, to figure out why the city was suddenly hit by this cataclysmic flood and what the hell is going on. He seems to genuinely want to stop it. Maybe. We don't really know. Why is my cable being such a derp? Hang on. My controller cable is trying to eat my feet. I don't get it. Anyway, we followed the trail. We found out that, well, first of all, his son had gone mad while down there. Then the boat that took him out there, the people on the boat had gone mad and killed each other. But we found out from the captain who managed to escape where they took the divers, you know, where they took the dive team. And they said when they went down to the bottom of the ocean, they found cracks like in the seabed. And apparently the closer you got to it, the more they saw weird visions. They had nightmares being near the place and all that kind of stuff. And we've come out in, well, this place where there's a dead person. We dove down to the bottom of the sea in a diving suit, and we came into this cavern. We also saw a big squid out there with tentacles. It was creepy as hell. But Cthulhu had come for us for a moment. This is our diving suit here. And this is where we got to. We'd finished investigating the area.
We're not finished here yet.
But apparently we're not finished here yet. It is. It's a creepy thing. This is a game, for people that don't know, is set in a Lovecraftian style, like, you know, story setting. So you've got the deep old gods like Cthulhu and that kind of thing. So yeah, we came down here, we investigated absolutely everything, we found some survivors. They've disappeared now for some reason, but there was a guy here who was pretending to be a bunny rabbit. We clonked him over the head with the shovel, bonk, like that, knocked him out. And then we did the memory mechanic where we found out what had happened here. The suits had been cut up by knives, so they couldn't get away anyway. This dead dude here is an Innsmouther. He's like a fish person, or like a fish-faced person. And when we investigate him...
A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throgmorton.
We better show Mr. Throgmorton, but I couldn't figure out why we couldn't take it. I mean, that looks like a hand icon if I ever saw one, but apparently we can't take it. But up here as well, when we go into the whole mind's eye thing, we can then see there's a tear here, so we can look through it.
A perfectly preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
So yeah, that's all we get from that. And we found out then that they'd found some kind of artifact, and just as they found it, these fish people showed up, the Innsmouthers. They've moved in, killed everybody. Well, they didn't kill everybody. They took the doctor away. I think they killed one person. This guy got a bolt to the head from a spear gun from one of the researchers, and they just left his body there. And then we found their camp over here where they keep their supplies. We've got a Cthulhu statue of some kind, and some kind of weird arse thing over there. So yeah, and it won't let us leave. We don't know what to do. I'm playing this on the expert detective mode though, and I know why now. It won't tell me what to do. It's because the tutorial neglected to tell me about one more piece of equipment I have. A damn camera. I know I picked it up, but I didn't know what it was for. We're supposed to take a picture of this bloody thing. And now we have a picture, and that should let us now leave and show Mr. Throgmorton. Before we do, I think I might need to take pictures of everything else, so can I take pictures of this? Apparently not. That doesn't really do anything. So I notice if there's something I'm supposed to take a picture of, the border of the camera went white. So let's have a look around and make sure there's nothing else we need to do. So we're going to finish this little bit of the story, but before we carry on with the main quest, I just wanted to do this first. We're then going to play a little bit more of the side quests, because we never touched them yet, and they might give us some useful stuff. So I can't take a picture of this Cthulhu thing. That also doesn't seem to be of interest, so I'm not going to take a picture of that either. Right, let's see if we can now leave, because the playthrough I watched on YouTube last night, I skipped ahead past some of the other stuff that I haven't done and just got to this bit, so I haven't spoiled myself on the story. It let him leave after he did this, but he had an icon floating over the body. That's the main thing. An icon that looked like the camera was floating over the body. The expert detective mode hides those kinds of little tips and so on. So yeah. It'd be nice if the game at least tutorialized the use of the camera once. Hey, there we go. Now we can leave. Brave to do it on expert mode. Well, I've played the Sherlock games a lot. This is by the same people, so they're using similar mechanics. Okay, so we've already read that bit. Evidence updated. Beautiful. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, these are the side cases. So I'm thinking we're going to do some of these field research cases for the guy at the hospital first. We'll maybe do some of those, see if we can get some skill points. So the Innsmouthers attack. So the Innsmouthers ambushed the expedition. I should explain as well, Mr. Throgmorton, well, you'll see what he looks like soon, but he's an ape person. Literally, they look kind of ape-like, and the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons don't get along because Throgmorton's very disparaging towards their kind. But it seems these guys are a cult, according to what we've seen. So yeah, the Innsmouthers ambushed the expedition on the seabed in the caverns they had discovered. They waited until Professor Doe took the artifact and then attacked the attackers and seized... Oh, then attacked. The attackers then seized the Professor and the object, leaving the remainder of the expedition to their fates. So, yeah. Oh, right, we need to decide what to do about it. I need to go back to my Mind Palace and do that. But now we have this, a photo of the Innsmouther who was killed in the underwater temple wearing a strange amulet with an image of an eye around his neck, and for some reason armed with a ceremonial dagger. We saw one of these daggers before at the beginning of the game. But anyway, we need to decide what to do about the survivors. So, we can either save them, you know, and tell Throgmorton about them, but that means they could come back to shore and their madness could infect other people like we saw at the beginning of the game. When Albert Throgmorton returned and he was on the lifeboat and some fishermen found him and brought him to their house, shortly afterwards they all went nuts and killed each other. Apart from one of them, or tried to kill each other anyway, one died. One of them went after Throgmorton and tried to kill him. I think there's more to it now as well. At first I thought, you know what, it looked like he intentionally killed him. It wasn't madness, because Innsmouthers probably don't succumb to the madness. Now I'm thinking they definitely don't, because they must be involved in the cult of these old gods or whatever. So yeah. But anyway, I'm getting a bit sidetracked there. I forgot what I was talking about. But we can abandon the survivors so their madness doesn't come back. That's it, yeah. So we'll probably do that, because I'm a horrible person. So we need to do something with this. Where are we? We need to get back on the boat and go back to the mainland. We probably need to show this now to Mr. Throgmorton. Oh, here we go again. Sacrificed a few to save the many. Absolutely. Spock would approve. Is what I'm getting at. Don't touch them! Oh great, he touched them. Now look what happened, you touched it. Now you have a tentacle in your arm. How does that feel? What have we learned? Don't touch the big evil stones with runes on them. Yeah, pretty much. That's the right expression. Like, oh my god. Okay, we're back in our hotel room. I guess another day has passed. There anything... Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. New we should touch. I think I keep trying to use the keybinds from the Sherlock games, because I keep on opening up the tutorial instead of doing this mind's eye thing. I'm pretty sure that was the same in that game. Thought you were calling it a Mind Palace in reference to BBC Sherlock, but it really is called that. Yep. Again, though, because the people that made this made the Sherlock Holmes video games, so it's a similar mechanic. When you get clues in those, and then you pair two clues together and you get a conclusion. And if they don't pair right, then you don't get anything. And it gives you stuff that then all connects together. So it's a very similar mechanic to that game. Let's have a look down here. Oh my god, this UI is very fiddly. What is this, then? Apparently we need to talk to somebody. Robert Throgmorton. Okay, he'll be waiting for you to report in the manor in the southern Old Grove. So we need to find that. This is another good thing, is it doesn't put stuff on your map sometimes. This one has. Throgmorton Manor is there. But other times you have to add your own manual pins, like I've done over here. We should probably get rid of that now. That was the diving suit factory, so we'll get rid of that. And it just tells you where it is on the map, so you've got to find it, and it's pretty good. Again, I don't remember if that's because I'm playing it on expert or not. Now we need to get off this tiny little spit of road here, and... Oh, we can actually go all the way on the boat. So if we go to the boat there, then we can go all the way to Throgmorton's Manor.
Never again, they
Okay,
say.
we don't need to look at that again. Alright. Anything in this room to loot? Yeah. Coil springs and can't carry any more. Oh, that's right. I need to, before we get really started, because I'm wasting looting opportunities, I should probably craft a bunch of stuff for the pistol. All the ammo! I've got too much ammo. What about these? There we go. I can make antipsychotics and a first aid kit. Okay, good. Can I re-loot? Grab the stuff that I couldn't grab? Hey! So we need to do some of the stuff that this guy who left us some notes wanted us to do as well, which is finding these ancient tomes. Let's reload the gun. Hello there, sir. Alright, fine.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Alright, fine, I'm watching you too. Oh, God knows where I'd want to, you're a bit ugly. A face only a mother could love. Are you a witch? No, he's not a witch. The light from my magic flashlight did not burn him. Okay, where do we go then? Down to the next left, all the way to the top to the Y Fork, bear right and left again, and we should reach Throgmorton Manor.
We're in an infested area.
What is this? Oh god, the shadows are closing in already. Oh wait, that's just the light moving. We turn this way. Whee! Infested area, eh? Interesting. I have no idea what that means yet. Probably means there's a lot of evil creatures. Stuff that wants to suck my face off. Look at this place, though. It is a mess. Okay, there seems to be quite a lot of these still. So what is this? Oh god, I keep doing that. Is there an icon on this building? Like I can tell what it is? No. See, I don't know if these are loot places. Oh god. Oh god! Oh god! Don't you... Go away! Oh god. Oh god. Back on the boat. Leaving. Sorry, I didn't know this house was taken. I'll leave. You ate like 6 bullets. I don't want anything to do with you yet. Alright, we may have been reaching a little bit too high too soon. I think we'll leave that guy alone for now. They're probably just locations we can loot them for extra supplies, right? More than likely. Hi! Catch anything good? Okay, so we bear this way, and then left at this strange pontoon. And that guy did not appreciate us barging into his space, did he? Oh. I believe this is where we... Oh, no, there's a thing there. Okay. Turn that way. Park up. Hi, are you the welcoming committee? You're nodding, but you're not saying anything. Oh. Well, alright then. And this is a nice part of town compared to the rest of the game. And this should be Throgmorton Manor. Let's go have a look. Let's have a chit-chat. Let's have a chin-wag. Okay. Mr. Throgmorton. Do you always read the newspaper standing up? Oh, great. We tell him now the expedition members died.
Bad news, Mr. Throgmorton. The expedition members are dead, and the Innsmouthers kidnapped the professor.
Those degenerates, they dare get in my way.
Let's go with this first.
Your expedition found something buried in the ruins. The Innsmouthers were after it. They captured Professor Dell, along with the artifact she was carrying.
Artifact? What artifact? Where did you find them? Tell me everything.
Your men found some kind of underwater temple. In it was an ancient artifact. The Innsmouthers call it the Seal. The Innsmouthers were lying in wait. Your men took the item, and the Innsmouthers took their chance and made off with Professor Doe and the artifact.
How did they catch them off guard?
Seems that after the
They
seal
didn't have
was
a
taken
guard.
from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that and waited for the right moment.
They knew what was going to happen. Inconceivable. Wait a moment, how did you know they were Innsmouthers?
One of the attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They have Harriet and the artifact she found, but she may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant. But we won't sit idle. Find them, Mr. Reed. Not the grunts, but their leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be. Bring me my professor back.
Yeah, but how is this connected to my investigation? Because, well, I mean, I guess I could throw a wild guess. I'm here trying to figure out why people have started getting bad dreams and going insane. So, this is kind of a silly question to ask. So, what do I get out of this?
This smells of trouble. Innsmouthers seem irritable, and my doctor says that drowning's not too good for me. So, why should I help?
I'll pay you a decent sum for this job. And you came here to look into the madness, correct? Professor Doe shares those visions. She found
You don't
something
look into the
inside
madness, the
ruins,
madness looks
and
into
now
you.
They have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters. So shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say. His name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he is a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
I don't care for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief. I had a meeting arranged with Herbert. One of great importance, shall we say. One at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
Well, alright.
Sounds simple enough. Okay, I'll do it.
Very good, Mr. Reed. There is one final detail. This case must remain secret, and you must not reveal to anyone for whom you are working.
Discretion is my watchword.
Indeed. Here is Herbert's address and an advance for your investigation. You'll find it's fair.
No matter which choice you pick, it still covers both options in the dialogue. Is there any point to choosing one or the other? I don't think there really was there. It might be more like the emphasis, or like how he asked. I mean, I'm asking what's in it for me is more like saying, are you going to pay me? Whereas, you know, like, how does this relate to my case is more like, you know, asking what exactly am I going to get out of this that's going to help me in my case? You know, so it's probably the intimation that's a little different. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it does change the tone of the conversation as opposed to, like, taking you down branching story paths.
Have a good day.
I got a hand grenade and some traps. Ooh! Well then. Oh god. Oh. I've just realised as well that the son's here, look. Albert. Got the coins on the eyes and everything so we can pay the ferryman.
Has touched him up well.
Yeah. Albert Throgmorton's obituary. In loving memory, Albert Throgmorton, son of respected Robert Throgmorton and descendant of a robust bloodline, died on Thursday at Oakmont Port, aged 25 years. We mourn his untimely death, but we celebrate the way he lived his life. The Throgmorton family appreciates the many comforting words and prayers sent to the citizens of Oakmont. Sent by the citizens of Oakmont. Thoughts and prayers. Absolutely. Why is it smoking in here? What's this guy got in his basement? What's around here? Keep doing that. You guys will see me doing a lot of wrong button presses on this game. Is that something? Oh, it's a power box. Can't do anything with them. May I go upstairs? I need to use the bathroom. Oh, there's a bear waiting for me. Because of course there's a bear waiting for me in every bloody game. Those plants are awfully close to the fireplace.
The door won't budge.
You're off to bed now? No problem. It's got to be really late over there. Have a good evening. Thank you for swinging by. Take care. Okay, so I think we need to do something different now. What is the... Oh, so it's marking infested areas for me. That's good. Right, we need to maybe do some of these other cases now first. So the main case wants us to find Professor Harriet Doe. To do this, must investigate and discover who attacked his expedition and kidnapped her. But in the meantime... It after left distinct fishy-like features. Innsmouth syndrome, the locals called it. One of the assailants was killed in the fight. He carried a dagger and a peculiar golden amulet which resembled a fish eye. This can't be the only attack they've carried out. There must be evidence of more crimes throughout the city. We probably need to research that at the police station then, I guess. But meanwhile, we've got all these other ones. That's the delicate matter then. That's what he wants us to look into. I'm going to look into the field research first, though. So, Dr. Grant from the Oakmont City Hospital is interested in the wild beasts, which are those weird creatures that we see. Hey, Sam! How's it going, buddy? Yes, I have no body now. I have no body, and I'm just a ghost. And that is all there is to it. Have I ascended or melted? I've just realised as well my stream chat's not showing up. Oh, there we go, I'm on the wrong profile. I turned the camera off and I went onto the wrong one. We'll leave that up. I melted first and then I ascended. So yeah. But anyway, he wants us to do something. Where is it? He believes that studying these creatures and their origins and their habits, we'll be able to reduce the number of citizens they injure or kill. Can't leave his patients. I have agreed to assist him with his research for a price. So, Dr. Grant asked me to visit a shop in Central Salvation Harbour on Wyndham Street, south of Polaris Road. Even before the flood, the man that owned it was haunted by the monsters in his dreams. He may know something useful about the creatures. I should ask him. The man who died and turned into a monstrous creature lived in the northern Salvation Harbour on Moorland Road between Higgs Lane and Benevolent Tides Roads. The Benevolent Tides are gone now. Finally wiring the new TV. Awesome! New meds making you motivated and slightly nauseous. Well, put it this way, at least if you need to go and vomit in the toilet, you will be motivated to do so. There will be no dilly-dallying, which is good. But not really. But anyway. Hope the nausea passes, though. See, I've got a weird way of looking at the world, okay? You know this by now. Anyway, Dr. Grant from the Oakmont City Hospital asked me to find out what happened there. Well, let's go do this one first. This is a chit-chat. So we need to look for Wyndham Street, south of Polaris Road. So let's pin that. Wyndham Street, south of Polaris Road. That's Salvation Harbour. What was it, Salvation Harbour? Oh god, I'm terrible. Yeah. Salvation Harbour. Well, that's Polaris Road. So that cuts down here. Wyndham Street. Here we go. South of Polaris Road. So it would be on this stretch here somewhere. Let's pin former patient shop there. And where was the other one? We'll just put that up while we're at it.